constructed spaces, be residences, offices, or organizations like educational institutions or business establishments need to have attractive interiors with contemporary look, at the same time comfortable furniture, if not plush. Arko Global is an ethical furniture provider and a one-stop solution for all requirements in the designer aspects as well as supply of related furniture in the school establishments, be kindergarten, K-12, PU, degree or professional colleges. Started in 2013, Arko Global is considered to be a trustworthy partner by majority of the prestigious educational institutions across India. They are treated not as a supplier, they are being treated as a partner in the development process. Today, we have with us in our studio Mr.Arvind Kothari, founder and CEO of Arko Global. Few words about Arvind Kothari. He is a young entrepreneur, did his MBA from CIM Bombay, dabbled for some time in an interior designing company. After that, he decided to start his own company. Now, that is the booming Arko Global, catering to majority of the furniture and interior design requirements of education industry in general. Welcome, Mr. Arvind.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Welcome to studio.
Thank you, sir.
This is School Ventures Education Channel, an exclusive YouTube channel. We are privileged to have you here as a broader supplier of furniture to the prestigious institutes in Bangalore. We would like to have more details with you.
Yes.
Let us interact together and know you will be giving more details to our viewers.
No
At the same time, some information related to the appropriateness of the furniture. Are we using currently right kind of a furniture in our educational institutions, or will there be a betterment? All these things now, let us find out.
No problem.
Arvindji, my first question is, you did your MBA. You seem to be young and now energetic. You worked for some time in a designer industry. What made you to start your own company? What is the journey? And what is this passion about furniture, particularly education industry? Please tell us.
So, I started from Bombay actually.
Okay.
So, I did my MBA, as you said, from Bombay CAM. And then I was working in a company who was into interior segment, and we were working very closely for hotel and school projects in that company.
Okay.
I was one of the directors in that firm. And from there, some things didn't go well, and I thought I will move to Bangalore because I was looking out of the south market from that company. And then I shifted to Bangalore, and education was something which always attracted me. So, I mean, as an MBA, I am not a designer, but education is something which I always understood and which I always felt. And we always had an option of doing residential and commercial interior too, but we focused more on education. Plus, I always thought that this is something which I understand, and something I can give my relevance to. So, the first project when I came down to Bangalore, we did Sharanya Narayan International School.
Sharanya Narayan.
Yeah, it was a 20-acre residential campus, and the owner actually trusted us a lot. He has given us the complete building, and there we were able to explore what kind of work we can actually do. We did everything for them. We did the residential campus for them. We did the hostel block for them. We did the cafeteria. We did the complete school. And from there, school actually got too much into me.
Okay.
I really started, enjoying working with school. And what I always believed was, whatever you do, you should enjoy doing that. So school is something which gives me happiness. I feel at home when I am working at a school project. And I know how to do a school project. That is very important.
Quite interesting. Then you told me that this company started in 2013.
Yes, sir. 2013.
Well, 9 years old,
Yeah.
approximately. So, what are the offerings? What are the services? In what areas you are really strong to support the educational institutions?
So,
And how your model works? What's your model of operation?
so our model of operation is a bit different. We don't work like the regular companies work actually.
Okay.
If the client is interested, that is the first thing. We try to understand what is the curriculum of the school is. We try to sit with the management and the teachers who want to get involved in the process with us.
So you want to go a little scientifically.
Yeah, I mean, we do try to understand what is required and then we give the solution accordingly. So I don't want to give a solution which is a catalog based solution which is not required and we are putting it in the classroom. What we actually think is what is the curriculum of the client and what kind of atmosphere they are looking out in all the spaces, not only in classroom, whether it is library, whether it is lab, whether it is art room, whether it is music room. We try to sit it with the client, we try to understand that, and then we give them the options, okay, as per your understanding, what we have done with you, this is what will suit your class.
Okay.
Once they say that, okay, this is done, we give them a 2D layout of the classroom, and once they like the 2D layout, then we give them a 3D layout. And once the 3D layout is approved, and obviously the execution happens accordingly. So we are more a customized driven solution when it comes to furniture and giving space designing to people. We are not those people who just throw away the catalog in market and somebody likes something and they said, okay, we like this and then we will fit.
Okay.
That is not the way it works with us actually. So our approach is a bit different than the traditional approach of doing furniture is actually.
From your information, I have understood that you see the space, you discuss with the management, you understand their needs, and then you design the space according to the 2-3 designs you will give it to the management to choose one. After that, you create 2D, 3D pictures, and then now whatever suits them of our liking, now you would be delivering it.
Yeah, absolutely. What you said is right. We give them the options, and then whatever we have understood from the communication we have with the client, we give them 2-3 offerings out of it. And when they say that, okay, this is what we are looking out at, then the 2D layout and the 3D and the other process keeps going accordingly.
So your strength basically lies in designing the space than supplying furniture. You are designing wonderfully to the best advantage of the management. And then you are supplying right kind of a furniture there.
Yeah, absolutely.
You are not going with the standard furniture. Anything is to be designed according to the requirement of the space that you are catering to, which majority of the people are not doing. They buy furniture from somebody, designing aspect will be looked up by somebody. There will be many players now operating in a particular field, whereas you seem to be a single stop solution for that.
Yeah, absolutely. What you put it out is right actually, but it also depends whether the client wants it or not.
Okay.
That is the most important factor because there are a lot of schools we are working with where we are working the model what you are talking about. We just supply and we just come out. But there are clients like we are doing Harvest International School.
Okay, Harvest
International
okay.
School. So they know what kind of work we do and they understand how we work. So we do this kind of concept for them. Sharanyanara is something which I already told you. Basilwood International School is something where
Basilwood is another client.
Yeah, so
okay.
Where we have worked with them, we have understood what they were looking out for and then we have designed the classroom. And there are clients like we are doing a couple of schools in Gujarat, Ahmedabad, which is Shanti Asiatic Group, where we only supply the furniture because they only want furniture.
Okay.
They don't want the kind of solution what we are actually giving. So we would like to give what I am talking about, but we are open to other aspects also where only supplying is the only criteria, then we will supply the furniture too. And when you told me, I remembered first time when we cracked Ahmedabad, the Shanti Asiatic School, there was a very big education consultant who was looking out the project there. His name was Aditya Kushal. And I remember meeting him and that time they were buying the furniture from China. China is something which is one of the competition for us anyways. So he told me that we are getting everything from China and it is so convenient for us. Why should we go with you actually? Or anybody who is doing furniture, not in India. So while having discussion, what I told him is that first of all, when you go to China, you have to buy whatever is required for the container lot. You cannot
Correct.
buy whatever you want.
Correct.
You have to buy what the container requirement is. But when you are buying with us, if you need 50 piece, we will give you those 50 piece. So that is one of your cost of investment is actually coming down.
Okay.
Second point was that anything happens to the furniture, any breakage, anything, we are absolutely, all our components are local made here.
I see.
We can replace it anytime for you.
I see.
But if you get it from China, it is a difficult task for you. So for example, you have invested something on a furniture and 2-3 years down the line, a bush breaks. That table is of no use or that chair is of no use because you don't have that bush. Now we are making everything in-house locally here. We can actually replace it anytime for you. So that is second advantage for you. Third advantage was any problem with your tabletop or anything which has happened, we can actually repair it back and give it to you. You don't have to throw it and get rid of it. Okay. We can actually work it out for you. And see, when you go to China, you have to buy it 90 days before, plan it 4 or 5 months before, you have to pay 100% up. And when you're working with an Indian vendor, that is not the case all the time.
Okay.
So there were a lot of advantage which we make them understand, and from now 6 years, we are working with their all institute across Gujarat, and they are very comfortable with us, and we are supplying all the furniture in all the franchises which is operating in Gujarat and Rajasthan.
Okay.
So
though you have covered the point, I am now really eager to emphasize on one more thing. Wish to ask you to detail about your servicing post supply. Now, how many years the service agreement would do? Or do the customer needs to pay for some smaller repairs? Or you would assure him, no, in next 2-3 years, whatever repair comes up, we will be doing it voluntarily. Now, what kind of service regulations you have?
So what you said, so generally we give 3 to 5 years warranty depending on what kind of top and the product people are buying from us.
Okay.
So 3 years is the minimum warranty what we are giving on our furniture, what we are supplying. Majorly, if the cost of the repair is not too much, we generally don't charge.
Okay.
To be honest with you, we generally don't charge, and that is, we think that our furniture should be up to the mark that it sustains 3 to 5 years. If it doesn't sustain, we make sure that we are replacing it with whatever is required, needed to be done. And
that means simultaneously you run a service team also?
Yeah, we do that. So what we think is service is a very important part of whatever you're delivering. Anything which is new will be good, it will look good, it will sustain good, but the actual test of the furniture or any design what you have done happens 3 years down the line. So for us, it is very important that we take care of that particular client we are actually resulting to.
Okay.
And eventually, you can retain a client when you service them properly.
True.
You can't retain a client only by selling and getting out of the picture. When you service them properly and when they feel that, okay, whatever queries we are putting up to the vendor we are working with, if he is solving it, he doesn't feel the need to go anywhere. So, as a businessman, I will never like to, lose that opportunity of, losing a client by not servicing him. That will never happen.
I'm now putting you a slightly uncomfortable question. I think you will come up with a kind of an answer. See, there are many furniture suppliers in the market, and there are many interior designers in the market. How we have to presume that you are different from them? Your service is different, your quality is different. Where exactly you differ from the lot?
So, to start with, all the furniture manufacturers.
You feel it uncomfortable?
No, that's okay. To start with, all the people are good. I never say anybody who works is not a bad guy, because if you are doing good, then only people will be working with you. What we do is very simple. When in the beginning also I told you, we try to understand what is your need, and we give a solution as per the need. We are not people who will say, okay, this is what I have and why don't you buy this?
Okay.
We are people who understand that this is what you need and we make as per your need. So this is the approach which is a different approach. General approach what I have seen in market from any vendor or any manufacturer into furniture is they will send their catalog, people will actually see that product, and if they think they like the feel of the product, they will order it.
Right.
Without understanding whether that is required in the classroom or not. We don't do that.
Okay.
We try to understand what is required in the classroom for the teacher, if not the management, and if the teacher says this is what we want, then we do the thing accordingly. For example, now we designed a library for Trio. So while designing that library, we were actively involved with the librarian.
Okay.
What is required in the library, in Trio library, because it's a IB curriculum building and they have a resource room requirement, they have a silent zone requirement, they have a digital library requirement, plus they need a special area for kids which is into storytelling and all those things. They also wanted some creative element in the library. So these kind of input, I don't think so people give.
Okay.
We try to understand, we sit with the people, and then with this approach we try to sell things to the people. And when you get things on the basis of what you're looking out for, the output is absolutely different than the other things actually what you generally do.
So that means that is your USP.
That is our USP, yes. I would like to say that.
Okay. In this 9 years period, you would have delivered some prestigious projects, wherein you encountered some kind of difficulty in executing the order. And what are the challenges you faced? Where exactly you got real kind of satisfaction? What kind of an order gives you real kind of satisfaction?
So I always believe that your client start respecting you when you pull him out from a difficult situation.
Okay.
When a situation is normal and you deliver, things are always good.
Interesting. Go on.
So I'm actually highlighting a mistake which is not good, but we were doing Sharanya Narayani and we were about to start. It was only, I think, 5 to 6 days remaining, and we had to do the hostel beds because there were a lot of kids which were coming from, they had some kids which were coming from Maldives and others. So there was some mistake which happened on measurement, and supposedly the mattress was 6.5 feet and we made the bed only 6 feet.
Oh.
So practically we only had 2 days, before the people came. But I made sure that I go to the campus, I took the final measurement. We worked the whole night that day. Whole night we worked. And by morning we re-powder coated the beds, and by afternoon the beds were again there in the campus. That day their belief on me actually increased extra percentage.
Oh.
Because we understood that their problem was our problem. We made sure that before anything happens, we deliver it the way it is needed to be done. And with that argument and whatever, our relationship actually went stronger. And by the time, I think Sharanya Narayani is the campus which is very close to me, because that is
close to your heart.
Yeah, very close to my heart, because that is the complete campus which has been done by us. The freedom which I got there, and now after these many years working with them, the way we work is, he tells us this is what we need, we go, we make, and the things end.
You developed a rapport with them.
We developed a rapport with them. The same thing, we are working with a school in Aurangabad, which is Woodridge High School. Now they are coming up with a new campus in because of Corona, maybe it can be 2024, I believe. But we are part of the project before the design has happened.
Very good.
Because the client knows us. So we are in with the part, we are in associate with the architect now. We are talking to the client, what kind of classrooms are, what is the size of the classroom required, what kind of area will be required for the library and computer lab. So when people start working with you and they understand what your deliverables are, they start trusting you, and then that trust keeps growing, and then, so generally all the business what we are doing in market now across India, we only got through reference, because we don't have any marketing channel to promote our business. And because we are doing in a proper way, or maybe in a way people like us to do it, we are getting referred to a lot of places, and that is the way we are actually getting our business, and that is the way that is the way it is progressing.
Are your products cost effective? All segments can afford it? Or your products, because of the superiority, quality, whatever you are saying, they are only restricted to a particular kind of customers?
So I don't understand the word cost effective, because cost is a very subjective.
There will be kind of a budgeting technology. Okay, when a structure is taken up, a building is taken up, generally they would go for some minimum amount based on their requirement or kind of design they are liking, cost would go up. But the psychology is stabilized at a particular amount, no, which they need to spend on furniture. You are seeing what kind of furniture is being used in the current schools. Keeping that in view, I am asking you, are your supplies matching the market rates, or no, yours is slightly a premium?
We will not put ourselves as a premium product, to be honest with you, because when I said last time that we were able to compete with China and able to pull an order through Shanti Aesthetic because they were buying from China and now they are buying from us. So obviously I would like to assume we are very competitive. But generally what happens is they are particular. So what happens in a proper way to answer is, if you are buying, so there are 3-4 ranges of tabletop which are available for a desk and chair. Particle board is as the cheapest available, then MDF, HDF. We also give something called HPL, which we give a 15-year warranty. It is completely unbreakable and waterproof kind of product. So if I am giving a solution which is HDF, and if the price is high, obviously again, yeah. So but if they want a cheaper one, then we can go with MDF or particle board to bring the cost down. So we only buy branded.
Okay.
We are buying either from Asus, Merino or Greenland, whatever the situation is.
Right.
We don't compromise in terms of what are we. So in fact, you will not believe the screw which we use is also branded. Right. So that is how particular we are with what we do. So
that's why there should not be an apprehension in the mind of the customer. Since you are using every branded item, you should not, without asking you, without verifying from you, should not think in his mind your product is costlier. What we would like to tell the viewers is that though yours is superior in quality, yours is competitive. Yours is comparable. So, it can be comparable to any supplier. Okay?
Absolutely, I agree with you. So price is something which we also look a lot into. We cannot be super expensive and say that okay, we are giving this kind of solution.
Yeah.
We want to be competitive. As you said, there are a lot of suppliers in the market, right, and we have to compete with them. So cost is something which we always try to keep very grounded, whatsoever possible. You cannot go beyond a certain pricing. That is the way it goes. So if that doesn't matches, nothing can be done about it.
Right. So what is the final message we can give it to our viewers? I think viewers can be educational institutions now. Various educational institutions. Owners will be reviewing this. What kind of a message we can give ultimately? How you want to tell them about your quality of material and then your way of service? In a nutshell, what shall we conclude?
So, I mean, in a final conclusion, what
How
I
do
can...
you project now Arko Global?
So, Arko Global, the way I see it, see, quality is something we will never compromise, to be honest with you. Whatever the situation is, whatever, even if you are losing a project, we are not going to compromise in quality. That is like very clear from our side. What I can tell the people is, if you are looking out for a solution which is a different kind of solution, not a temporary solution where cataloging happens and furniture is being purchased from that particular way. If you are looking out an innovative way where your space can be understood and designed in a way how it should be done, then we can actually come into the picture. We can give you a solution. We are people who can design your lab in a different way, library in a different way, art room in a different way, kindergarten classroom, your classrooms, your hallway areas, your lobby, your admin block, your principal room. So we are those kind of people who will work with you for your campus like you are working on your campus.
Right.
For me, your campus is equally important as it is to you. Because
in fact, you are a partner.
I am a partner, obviously.
You are asking them, requesting them to treat you as a partner in development, not as a service provider or somebody who is supplying only furniture.
Absolutely, because if you want a good output, you have to understand each other, you have to trust each other. For example, the way I said in Sharanya Narayani case or in the Aurangabad or the Harvest case, why are we able to give output is because they understand us and we understand them. So they know what we can give them and we know what can be given to them. So that trust factor is there, and if you think that if you want that kind of synergy in terms of the outcome of the project, definitely you treat us as a partner. For us, your school is very important because I don't have a showroom to showcase things. Your school is my showroom.
Okay.
So if whatever I am doing is not good, I can't showcase it. So for me, your project is very important because that is something I will show it to 100 people, and tell them that, okay, this is what I have done.
Okay.
So if it is not up to the mark, I can't tell them that I have done this. So it is very important for me, and we think that whatever we are doing in terms of school segment or education segment, it should bring something new.
Okay.
We cannot do something, so what I have done in Sharanya is past. What I can do in XYZ which is coming is something which I will look out at.
Okay.
And my reference cannot be what I have done there. My reference is what I can do here.
Okay.
That is the way we think, and if somebody thinks that that kind of approach is good for their campus, definitely we are available for them.
Thank you, Mr. Arvind. It has been now a nice talk, and more so it is straight from the heart.
So that is the way we work. That is the way we work.
Let me summarize what Mr. Arvind said. Arko Global is not only a furniture supplying company, it wants to be treated as a partner in the development of any organization. They design your spaces, particularly educational institutions like labs, library, activity rooms, whatever it is. And then they supply designs, 3-4 designs, they go to the 2D, 3D, and then they customize the furniture according to the space and then according to the liking of the management. And he says that he uses a standard material and then his products are superior, but he offers at a competitive prices. So, why not we call Arko Global and see how far his words are true, how far he is sincere. Let us take his support. To summarize Mr. Arvind's words, he says Arko Global need not be treated as a furniture supply company only. He says he should be treated as a partner in the development of any institution. He not only supplies furniture, he designs the spaces. He suggests 3-4 designs and then 3-4 kind of a furniture he designs. He provides a 2D, 3D designs to the owner, and then based on the liking of the management, he would supply furniture accordingly. He also emphasizes, though he uses superior material, it is very cost friendly, price is very competitive, and then his service is it's a free service will be offered after supply of the material depending upon the material and type of furniture he has supplied. So, when these many strong points are there with Arko Global, why not give him a chance? Why not we call him, discuss with him and find out now how far his services would be useful to us.